So here we are, ready to start this live feed. I'm just checking a few final things to be sure that we are really ready to bring to you the beauty of this wonderful supermoon with the eclipse. Just checking a few things locally. Okay, I think we should be all set. I see that the connection is up and running, and that by this very moment you should be able to hear me as well. So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, my friends, depending from where you are on this beautiful planet. Gianluca Masi speaking from Rome on the behalf of the Virtual Telescope project. I decided to start this live feed a few minutes earlier because I saw so many people waiting for this live feed bringing to you this amazing event. The supermoon with the total eclipse, something very special and hopefully making your time here, hopefully a good time. And first of all, I want to thank all of you for being here because offering your time to us is a privilege, and we will do our best to make your time here with us worth. And I hope that you will have fun with what we are going to share in a few minutes. I also want to thank, first of all, the technological partners of the Virtual Telescope project. They are Unitron Italia Instruments, Software Bisq, C-Web, Badr Planetarium, Santa Barbara Instruments Group, and Planewave Instruments. And this live feed is something very unique because, as you have read around, it is possible thanks to the generosity of a huge number of people, because it is thanks to their generosity that we will be able to show you the total eclipse. I am in Rome, you know, in Italy, and in Italy it is right now just noon, so we are in the middle in broad daylight, so no moon above the horizon. And the eclipse is not visible from Europe at all. But we are lucky to have very good friends of the Virtual Telescope project all around this planet, from New Zealand to Australia to the Americas, North America, Central America, South America. And they are out in the field right now, facing the weather. Sometimes it is clear, sometimes it has clouds, and they are already taking stunning images. And I am ready to share those images with you. Before I start, I want to thank all of them because, as I told you, it is thanks to their generosity that we can just honestly have host this live feed. So the astrophotographers making this bright dream flower super blood moon total eclipse team, nothing less than this, possible are the astrophotographers that I really want to thank are Dean Hooper in Australia, John Stevenson, Australia, Chris Stockdale, Australia, John Johnson, Nebraska, Sonali Deshmukh, Nebraska, Matthew Bastel, Australia, Ron Delvaux, USA, Arizona, James McHugh, New Mexico, USA, Alec Runick in Australia, Geoffrey Wyatt, Australia, Mirko Arnish, New Zealand, Gerard Lazarus, Australia, Julie Stryer, Australia, Joaquim Fabreca Polleri in Panama, Gary Warney, Florida, USA, Fernando Rodriguez, Florida, USA, and Susie Webb, Australia. It is thanks to these great people that we are really able to spot, no matter where we are on this planet, this beautiful event. The Virtual Telescope project is making possible things thanks to its expertise and its technology, but the views, the outstanding, unforgettable views we will have are coming from those generous people out there just looking up right now. And I want to share with you some very preliminary images I received earlier today, because to me they are just fantastic. Let me see if I can show you something I received earlier from our friends. And this image is coming from New Mexico, where my dear friends James McHugh captured this amazing sequence of the local moonrise. This was significantly earlier than the eclipse to start. The eclipse started with the penumbra sometime. It has already started, and we are going to look at this in a few minutes. But I really wanted to share with you this amazing shot, this sequence actually captured by James from New Mexico, and he shared promptly with us to just to give you evidence of the beauty of the moon, no matter the eclipse. And this is a supermoon also. I will tell you a bit more about the supermoon, about eclipses, but I really wanted to share with you these things. Also Geoffrey Wyatt from Sydney, Australia, shared with us this other wonderful sight, the moon also rising there. You can see the beautiful colors at local sunset. Of course, the full moon rises at sunset because the geometrical condition for the full moon, it is that you can see the moon in the opposite direction with respect to the sun. So if the sun is setting, the moon is rising, and the full moon is setting, the sun is rising at down. And very beautiful, my friends. And also, while I prepare images, I want to show you the circumstances of this eclipse, this nice image, this nice map provided by NASA as always. And I will start just selecting an image to share with you, my friends. Please understand this is a quite intense task on my side because I had to adjust images in real time to make them available to you, but it is my very pleasure to do that, and I'm just starting sharing, hopefully with you, the first image just to introduce the topic of the day. I'm sorry, I had my microphone off, and I will be happy to show you again the previous. Here it is. And I was telling you that in principle the moon is, you need a full moon to have a lunar eclipse, total or partial. No matter this, you need a full moon, because you need a perfect alignment involving three actors, as I say, the sun, the earth and the moon. To have a lunar eclipse, you need the moon jumping more or less perfectly inside the earth shadow. So the alignment you need for such a lunar eclipse is the sun, the earth and the moon. And you have a full moon, which is the condition you need to have the moon as the third external body of this alignment every month. In principle, you have basically one full moon every month, but you are not having every month a lunar eclipse. This is because the lunar orbit is hosted on such a tilted plane respect to the plane hosting the Earth orbit, the ecliptic plane. And these few degrees are very important, and they are explaining why we are not having a lunar or solar eclipse every full moon, lunar eclipse, or new moon, solar eclipse, because those degrees matter, okay? But when you have the full moon, lunar eclipse, and the new moon, solar eclipse, with the Earth on the lines of nodes, when the orbits are just having their intersection, you have the eclipses, okay? So we are now in this condition. And if the alignment between the sun just offering its light, the Earth offering its shadow, and the moon is basically perfect, you have a total eclipse. That is, the moon is jumping completely entirely inside the Earth shadow. This is the condition, of course, to have a total eclipse. And this eclipse is total but marginally, because the moon is not jumping very well inside deepness, in a deep way inside the Earth shadow, but it is just marginally peripheral transit inside the Earth orbit. This is why it will be relatively short, as you could see from the previous graphic, my friends. And now I will want to go back to our live images, just updating, because I'm receiving so many wonderful images from our friends that they are truly amazing. And a new image is coming in a matter of seconds. Just I need time to put it online. Here it is, so that you can track almost in real time, because our friends, our generous astrophotographers, are really sending images almost in real time as soon as they have the images there. And this is a new image coming from Australia, and in a few seconds you will have it there, my friends. Here it is. Very beautiful to see how this is approaching, and of course evolving. Happy now to have another image now coming from Australia, from where part of New Zealand and part of Australia will see the entire eclipse. And they are very lucky and so happy that they wanted to join, as always, with their generosity, this amazing event, making possible for everyone. This is why I really thank and acknowledge their generosity, because thanks to our team, we are able to see all this no matter where we are on this planet. Even if, like me in Italy, are seeing nothing, because Europe is completely out. We cannot see the eclipse at any phase. This image from Christophdale, Australia, is again showing us so well the shadow covering more and more of the lunar surface. Keep in mind, if you were on the moon right now, you could see a solar eclipse. Quite strange, quite exotic, I understand, my friends. And I find this amazing. A new image coming from Australia. Here it is, my friends. Just updating. Susie Webb shared this beautiful site with us. And I'm happy that I had the privilege to share and comment this stunning, out of this world images. And but again, I tell you, they are doing something extremely unique and precious. Without them, no images, nothing to comment, nothing to enjoy. And you can easily see how beautiful these images are, hopefully bringing to you the beauty and the feeling of such a unique, elegant, truly special natural event. Now I have an image coming from the USA. It is James McHugh from New Mexico, and I'm going to share in a matter of seconds, my friends. Here it is. How beautiful it is. As I told you, I am never tired to look at the moon in general, the supermoon, and I will comment why we call this full moon super, and every time I take the time to go out and have fun with it. And this time we are also having this very special eclipse, and it was a pleasure to work with my friends worldwide to bring this to you right away, no matter where you are on planet Earth, my friends. A new image is coming. Here it is. And you know, we call this a full moon supermoon. First of all, let me say, supermoon is not an astronomical scientific term. It is a popular one. I find it pretty cool, and it just means that the moon, the full moon is happening, having the moon a bit closer than on average. You know, the moon is orbiting in about 1 month around our planet, but its orbit is an ellipse, and this ellipse is bringing it sometimes closer, sometimes farthest. And when the full moon is happening with the moon at its closest, the so-called perigee, it is a bit closer, a bit brighter, and of course a bit larger in the sky. This is why it is called supermoon. But I believe you will not be able to note the difference, because it is a few percents both in brightness and in angular sides, more than on average. Meantime, a new image is coming, my friends. Again from the US, and this time from Nebraska. John Johnson and Sonali Deshmukh having clear skies there. And again, I repeat, I know, but I find amazing that we can really see in real time these images coming literally from every corner of the world, my friends. New image coming again from Australia. Dean Hooper. Many of the friends sharing these amazing images are all friends of the Virtual Telescope project, and it is a privilege for me to call them friends. And I have also friends just working for us, and you are not seeing the images because they have clouds at this very moment, but I want to thank them because they are there ready to capture what they see if they are lucky, and share with us just in case the sky will be clear for them. So really thank you very much to all of you, my friends, doing such precious, unique work. Another image from Australia, blessed with the clear sky I see. And I find so a pleasure for me just to comment these masterpieces. Keep in mind that these images are captured and shared as they are. Our friends are not taking time to process, to fine-tuning things, and to me this is very important because we are bringing to you the most natural experience, natural event enjoyed in such a very natural way. How beautiful it is. Of course, you can note how the different orientation of the lunar disk, because of course it depends how the camera is attached to the lens, to the telescope, but I find this variable element intriguing and telling us about the different people working on this right now, my friends. And so nice, so happy that we can really do this together. Okay, new image is coming again from Australia. As I said, as far as I can see, Australia is having mainly good weather, even if yesterday we had some we were a bit worried because, you know, while you can really do forecasts, you always need to wait for the very last moment to understand what the sky had with you, my friends. And here it is, a new image coming again from Australia, from John Stevenson. And coming to you right away through the Virtual Telescope Project live feed. I'm amazed by the image quality. As I told you, never forget, these friends are taking images out there. They are out in the field, under the stars, taking images, and as often as they can, sharing with me, and I'm sharing with you. So it is a simple, in principle, but quite complex process, and I hope that you can, knowing this, can better understand this effort and also the opportunity that such an event, such a team is offering to everyone to see something not visible otherwise, because just those regions of the world can see the total eclipse. Here it is. And I'm just trying to also, I want to find the map. Okay, we should have the totality in less than 1 hour by now. And in the meantime, we can really enjoy the slow but constant evolution of the shadow, while it is slowly moving on the lunar surface, as we can see it from our planet. Keep in mind, my friends, that this is the event number 1 we organized today here at the Virtual Telescope. Of course, here we are covering the eclipse, but later today we will share with you something completely different, because I will be in a very special place in Rome, where I will show you the moonrise above the legendary skyline of Rome, where you will see some of the most famous monuments worldwide part of the event. So you will see the moon just rising above the legendary monuments of Rome, and this will happen at 19 universal time, basically 8 hours and 30 by now. New image, meantime, coming again from Australia, from Julie Stryer. Here it is, and more are coming. I'm really trying to use all the images I'm receiving, because they are all fantastic, and because I really want to honor the work done by my friends just taking these perfect images, really. And at some point we will have to comment the color of the moon, but I will wait for the right moment when we will start seeing a hint of that color. Okay. New image is coming again. How amazing, really. It's very hard for me to look at these beautiful things, beautiful images, and concentrate on my speech, really. I find amazing what we are seeing because of the quality of the images, and because we are literally spying the eclipse with different eyes from different regions, okay, of our planet. Something very unique, made possible by the Virtual Telescope project and the international team. I will just mention the astrophotographers later. Because I really want to give full and proper credits to them because of their very precious work, my friends. Here we are. How beautiful to have this opportunity. Truly amazing, and I find myself lucky to have the opportunity to work together with these amazing friends. I know that Florida has clouds, and my friends Gary there is just waiting, hoping to have some clear skies, and as always is ready to share with us what it will see in case. And meantime, this new image is coming from New Mexico, and as you can see, we are slowly moving to the totality side, which is of course the climax of the event, something we are waiting. But let me say that every moment here is precious. Every moment is unique, you know. This is why I'm really happy to acknowledge the fabulous job, the fabulous work done by my friends in New Zealand, Australia, US and Central America, Panama. New image coming to you. Okay. How beautiful. Even in Arizona, Ron is having troubles. And Dean Hooper mentions how we can see while enjoying and taking images for us, there is also the bright Antares not far in the sky from the moon. Of course, we wish clear sky soon to our friends waiting to see and contribute. Meantime, another image from Chris, Stockdale, Australia. I cannot tell you how many mouse clicks are necessary for every image, but it's my job just to bring you as soon as possible what I'm receiving, and you can easily see really almost image after image how this is evolving, my friends. Okay, and this is a new image again from Australia. How beautiful. It's very hard for me to really to focus on the discussion, because I'm really amazed by the images and by the differences I see image after image, both because the eclipse is evolving and also because of the different instrumentation and location involved in such a live feed we are sharing and bringing to you in this very moment. Truly amazing experience for me to be here tonight. Well, it is just we are just entering afternoon here in Italy, so this is a not very astronomical time if you think of astronomer working at night, of course, but there are astronomers studying the sun and they basically work as other people in broad daylight. How beautiful these images are, my friends. I know I'm saying this so many times, but that is just the truth. All images are real. They are coming from real telescopes, real cameras, used, handled with expertise by our astrophotographers. And I want to mention again our team: Dean Hooper, Australia; John Stevenson, Australia; Chris Stockdale, Australia; John Johnson, Nebraska; Sonali Deshmukh, Nebraska; Matthew Vastel, Australia; Ron Delvaux, USA, Arizona; James McHugh, New Mexico, USA; Alex Runick, Australia; Geoffrey Wyatt, Australia; Mirko Arnish, New Zealand; Gerard Lazarus, Australia; Julie Strayer, Australia; Joaquin Fabrica Polleri, Panama; Gary Warney, Florida, USA; Fernando Rodriguez, Florida, USA; and Susie Webb, Australia. They are making possible all you are seeing. The good of this live feed belongs to them, the bad to me, because of course images are perfect. If something is not perfect, it could be only me just sharing these images. But I hope that I'm doing my best. I'm trying to do my best here, bringing to you the live images as soon as they arrive here. Okay, just fixing a few things. Okay, here we are. A new image from James, New Mexico, USA. And ready to share is a new image with you right away. Here it is. Amazed, really, really amazed how fantastic these images are. And now I see that Dean is increasing the exposure time. Now that we have the air shadow dominating on the lunar surface, to hopefully capture the first hints of the typical totality color. And meantime, I'll share with you this another beautiful image. You can judge by yourself how nice, how beautiful these images are. And at some point I do expect we will be seeing the first evidence of the totality. And I also want to mention, I will tell you later in a few minutes, why we see that red color. I used to say that the moon at the totality is just dressing its most elegant, is wearing its most elegant red dress for its very special party, you know. Waiting for new images to share. Meantime, I want to share again the simple graphics telling us why we are seeing the eclipse. It is just a matter of relative positions of the three actors involved: the sun, the earth and the moon. And in this case we have the full moon. This is of course the mandatory condition to have a lunar eclipse, assuring us that the moon is as seen from the earth on the opposite direction respect to the sun. And if you are, while the moon is full, basically you are on the lines on nodes, you have also the right alignment between the sun, the earth and the moon, offering to the moon the opportunity to slowly jump inside the earth shadow. and that is the condition you need to have such an eclipse. And how beautiful is really every time to look up and here a new image again. Going to share this new image again from Australia. And meantime, here we are. This is not the new image, I'm just going to make it available now in a few seconds. We have thousands of people following this live feed, and I hope that our friends seeing the eclipse thanks to this live feed will understand and appreciate the hard work done by the team all around the planet, New Zealand, Australia, Americas, North America, Central America, just taking images and sharing with me almost in real time, with me sharing with you in a matter of seconds. This is honestly amazing. And I have a nice image now from James, where you can start seeing colors of the totality, something everyone is always waiting to see during such an event. And here it is, this image. Okay, here it is, and you can start seeing the red color. In principle, you should see nothing. If you are well inside the Earth shadow, of course, no sun is reaching the moon, so the moon is reflecting, in principle, should be reflecting zero light, 0 from 0, and you should see just a dark black disk. But this is not the case, because our planet has its own atmosphere, my friends. If you were on the moon right now, you should see these effects. Look, I find this graphic very intriguing, because if you were on the moon, I would say better, if you are on the moon during the totality, when from your lunar point of view the sun is completely behind the Earth disk, you should see this bright ring around the Earth. This is our precious atmosphere, and like a prism, it is basically separating colors in the original solar beams, and this is why you are just receiving red, because the color red, part of the initial solar beam with all the colors inside, keep in mind a rainbow, the color red is just the one reaching you at the lunar distance. I find this plot quite very intriguing to me, and this is why we are enjoying, we are seeing this beautiful color. It is just the fingerprint of our atmosphere. If the Earth had no atmosphere, we were not here, so we were not talking about this at all, but in principle you could not have the colors we love at totality. New image is coming, here it is. Back to the partial phase. Share with you a very nice images again from Susie. Meantime, a new image, here it is from Jeff Wyatt, where colors of the darker side of the moon are very, very evident. The portion of the moon completely inside the Earth shadow would offer you, if you were there, a solar eclipse by the Earth, of course. Here it is, my friends. Very nice images while we are approaching the moment, the peak of the event. I'm truly excited to share with the thousands of people connected with us in this very, very moment. How beautiful it is to have the privilege to show and comment these perfect images, really perfect images we are receiving from our international team of astrophotographers. And I have the honor to share with you their amazing, unique work. So excited while we approach. And I have another beautiful image from Julie Stryer. Now concentrating on the colors of the dark side. And I find this amazing, my friends. Look here. Here it is. I love these images. Look. The pale red wave is coming. It's quite apparent now. And I'm always impressed to see over the years how technology makes available imaging device of increasing quality, and the resulting images are of increasing quality as well. Another image is coming. And here you will have fun with the beautiful colors. This is a new image from Chris, Hazelwood Observatory, Victoria, Australia. Look at the elegance and the perfection of the moon, of the image. I find these images honestly very, very unique. All of them. Because every image is bringing us an element, an ingredient, a flavor. And keep in mind how far our friends are from each other, very different regions of planet Earth. And despite this, we are like a family facing the beauty of the sky and enjoying the supermoon blood eclipse, lunar eclipse. I want to share with you another nice image I'm receiving from Nebraska. Here it is. As the moon is going to set for them. Look how beautiful it is to put together, as in this case, the colors of the moon with our planet at dusk, ready to sunrise. How nice. Another great image coming to you in a few seconds. Again from New Mexico. Our friends in the US are seeing the eclipse while it is basically the moon is a setting. While our friends in Eastern Australia will have the opportunity to track the entire eclipse. Very nice, my friends. So proud to bring to the world this unique show. And here we are ready to share another impressive, very elegant image of the eclipsed moon. This is from Dan Hooper, Melbourne, Victoria, Australia. And I can stare at the moon without evidence of time. While John Stevenson is still keeping an eye on the bright portion of the disk, and his new image is now handled to be shown. Here it is. John Stevenson, Bribie Island, Queensland, Australia. Everyone is really doing something super. And I thank Dean Hooper for sharing something I'm going to show you right away, so that we can even understand the local feeling and just preparing the image to show. Here it is. This is the setup used by Dean with his family, just enjoying this amazing natural event and at the same time sharing with us. So thanks Dean, thanks to everyone for really making possible for us to enjoy your truly spectacular images. And while I was presenting this beautiful shot, just bringing us the flavor, the local flavor, I want to show you this extremely elegant image from our friends John Johnson and Sonali Deshmukh, Nebraska, USA, with the moon setting while it is approaching the totality. Look here, you can see also the violet hue on the top of the Earth shadow, the so-called Venus belt. What I love, let me say this, of this unique international team is the possibility we really have to to have different views on the same thing from different places, and this is priceless because there is a human element inside this, and at the same time the clear evidence we really are the same humans under the same show. And this is again an image from Chris, just coming to you in a matter of seconds. And as we have done so far, you will be amazed by even by this image. Wow, this is superb, and it is just offering us something very special. How beautiful it is, really. I'm honestly amazed by the expertise and the generosity of our friends. And I want to show you something which has nothing to do with the moon in this very moment. But I received this nice gift by our friends Gary Warney in Florida, USA. And this is showing planet Jupiter. He could capture it just using a very small clear spell, and I want to show because while we are tracking the eclipse, of course, even Jupiter and the other astronomical gems out there are honestly amazing. Now, back to the moon. With plenty of new images. Here we are with another shot making justice to the unique colors of the moon in this very moment. Of course, everyone would love to be there in person. I am the first one, by the way. But at least, thanks to the generosity of this amazing team, we are having fun with this eclipse. Speechless. Every image is honestly speechless. And every image is very precious. As I told you, every image is telling us something different because there is a different telescope, there is a different choice of the technical parameters used to capture, and a different place, different orientation. I love these differences. And again, here it is an image from New Mexico, USA. And another image which is adding the human behind the scene. Sorry. Let me see if I can adjust this a bit. Okay. Just giving you an idea of what is happening locally. This is at least happening in Melbourne, Victoria, Australia, at the observing site of our friend Dean Hooper. Going to share with you another image from John Stevenson. Here it is. I find amazing all these images because they are really bringing us these such a very, very unique feelings. Here it is, my friends, truly fantastic. And wow. Here it is, another breathtaking image. Now that we are really approaching with stars on the background, by the way, because now that we are approaching the totality, the residual luminosity of the lunar disk is relatively low, so you need to use a longer exposure time to collect enough signal, and of course you start recording also the stars just behind the lunar disk, something you fail seeing when you just observe the uneclipsed full moon because of the huge luminosity, of course, of the full moon. But now that the luminosity is much lower, you can see the stars. And this is from Christophdale, Victoria, Australia. Meantime, I'm already working on another super view from the same country. From Dean Hooper, Victoria, Melbourne, Australia. And how beautiful it is. Everything we have seen so far and we are still enjoying, thanks to the Virtual Telescope project, but above all, thanks to our generous team doing such a super job. Trust me when I say that it is very hard for me really to focus the conduction here while I have these epic images to see and comment and share, which is a privilege, a real privilege, as I say to you. And we are approaching the totality, my friends. This is Susie Webb, Brisbane, Queensland, Australia. Very nice, very beautiful. Has every image from everyone involved. And I want to thank also my friends who had or are having clouds, because they were ready to share and they were available even if the sky was not. But this is Mother Nature, as I used to say, but we thank them no matter the weather. And again, Another image, Chris Stockdale. I'm amazed by the beauty we are sharing. We have been observing, even with many members of the team. We are just working together today, and I remember in the past we observed, we covered other eclipses, and every eclipse, my friends, is special, is unique. Every eclipse. Wow. Another image by John Stevenson is coming in a few seconds, just working on it now. And while some of our friends are focusing on the darker, now very huge part of the lunar disk, John is still keeping an eye on the surviving smaller and smaller fraction of the the surviving smaller and smaller bright fraction of the lunar disk. Here it is. Epic images, to say the least, my friends. And the perfection of the images is clearly evidence of the expertise of our astrophotographers, but above all, expression of the beauty of the natural event, the total lunar eclipse we are enjoying, we are observing together through the eyes of our friends. Here it is, another amazing image. Look, we are really approaching the totality. We have many thousands of people connected right now, and we are proud, and I must say even moved for the opportunity we have to reach you with the unmatched beauty of the night sky, and after all, the unmatched beauty of our universe, of our natural world. And here it is, an image I just received by Ron Delvaux, Arizona, USA. He could capture this no matter the sky was far from being perfect. I'm so happy to share with you this another beautiful image captured in under those very critical, very hard circumstances. And it's a joy for me really to share precious images like this, where science and art meet in such a very beautiful way. Please understand that all this is happening live. I am in Rome, Italy, and my friends and colleagues in New Zealand, Australia, Central and Northern America are sending images to me as soon as they capture them, and I receive them. I just process them a bit and to make them available. And we are approaching now the totality, my friends. The totality will be in 10 minutes by now, but it is just a marginal totality because it will be relatively short. New images to share now. Here it is. Here it is, the new image. Adjusting it. And again, you will be amazed by the colors now that we can really see those colors so well, my friends. And this new image I'm going to share is coming from Julie Stroyer, Albany Creek, Queensland, Australia. I want to underline really the generosity of every member of our Eclipse team. They reacted with such an enthusiastic availability to my call, and to be honest, there were a few of them suggesting me to do this again. That is such an international event. Luckily, I was going to think the same, but they were faster than me, and I want to thank them for thinking about this opportunity. New image coming, my friends. Here it is. And we are really trying to make justice to these masterpieces. And I'm really amazed by the images we are receiving. Just bringing to you the beauty of the eclipse to perfection. Really to perfection, my friends. And speechless. It's very hard to comment these images now that we are seeing the beauty of the totality so well, my friends. We are 6 minutes far from the nominal greatest eclipse, but no matter that very precise moment, we are having such a superb view thanks to the images and the generosity of our team members. A new image again by Ron, Arizona, USA. Going to share. All of them are amazing, really amazing. I'm never tired. I will tell you again and again, this is the amazing thing here is that thanks to the diversity of the image of the instruments used and the location we are seeing something unique, otherwise impossible to enjoy from a single source. And also the stars just behind the lunar disk are very apparent now in this new image by Chris Stockdale, because now the residual brightness of the moon, almost completely inside the earth shadow, is so low that you can push the exposure and you can extract even the faint stars just behind the lunar disk. It is just, of course, the stars are much more distant. It's just a matter of perspective and how beautiful this effect is as well. And Joaquim Fabrica Polleri, my friend in Panama, reported that, of course, we are not seeing his beautiful images because it is cloudy there. We are sorry for this, of course, but we are very grateful to Joaquim as well for being ready and for his generosity. Over the years, our team really made great things, and it has been, I must say, first of all, a personal human experience, wonderful experience to make friends thanks to astronomy. And this is something I really, really love. Another image from Ron Delvaux. And in this very moment, actually a couple of minutes by now, we will be just facing the totality. How beautiful for me to be here. Just with the privilege, as I said many times, to share and comment pieces of art provided by our amazing team members. And now I'm just adjusting a bit, making available this beautiful image showing basically the totality. Wow, my friends, look. Amazing, amazing, amazing. I cannot tell you how. Really, I'm really moved. I cannot tell you how moved I am. My feeling, I'm really moved by both the beauty and both the generosity, because they are traveling together, my friends, or our team members, just offering us their time, expertise, work to make possible for everyone to enjoy something otherwise impossible to see. Now concentrating really on the climax, the peak of the event, now that we are just in the totality, my friends. Here it is the totality. How beautiful it is to sit and stare at these images. and we have many thousands of viewers connected, and I really hope that you at home can really enjoy this beautiful show and feel such a sentiment of gratitude to our team members who made possible, thanks to their generosity and amazing work, to enjoy this together. Something we were going to miss otherwise, my friends. I try now to show all the images I'm receiving in this central, of course, moment. It is not easy, of course. I had to, sorry, I did an error going there to fix this with the credits. So the image you are seeing now is from Dean, and I want to make sure that it shows with the right credits. Sorry for the inconvenience. And I'm happy, and of course also confused by the emotions we are having in this very moment, with so many people connected from everywhere, having fun with us right now, enjoying the unique, elegant, precious experience of the lunar total eclipse during the supermoon. Really amazing. I want to show you other images I'm receiving. I am very grateful to all our friends doing this very hard work to provide something we could not see without their generosity, their work, expertise. I feel very lucky to have the opportunity to work with this amazing team. New images are coming, and I hope you're really having fun. And this is another image from Chris Stockdale, Victoria, Australia. Okay, here it is, my friends. Look, we have been waiting for the totality for some time. Here we have, thanks to the perfect images offered by our international team, connecting people everywhere on our beautiful common planet. And here it is, another breathtaking image by Dean Hooper, Melbourne, Victoria, Australia. Here it is. Wow, my friends. It's so hard, really, to move our eyes from this, away from this beauty. Amazing, friends. I'm truly amazed by the generosity of the team members. This is just something very unique. And this image again, well, every image is unique for obvious reasons, because time is flying and what we are seeing is not coming back. This is one of the lessons learned when you face the night sky, in particular during these amazing events. And this is a new image from Chris, our friend James McHugh from New Mexico sends us his greetings now that the moon is over, is set for him, and we really had really fun with these great images as always. James has been with us from the first day. So thank you very much. A new image again from Suzanne. Just going to make the image available in a few clicks. With plenty of stars on the background. This is something I really love. We haven't been seeing the stars since the moon was darker enough to allow longer exposure times to record the stars as well. And this is from Susie Webb, Brisbane, Queensland, Australia. Now I see that our friends in Australia are the only ones enjoying the eclipse, as our friends in the US said goodbye to the moon because the moon has set and they are just starting their day. Even if in some cases they had clouds there. But I want to thank my friends Gary, Fernando and Joachim for sharing what they could, or at least for being available, even if the clouds made impossible for them to contribute as they wanted and as they did many times in the past. A new image here, just showing in a few seconds. Dean Cooper. Here it is. Wow. This is the right moment to say wow. Well, we have been saying this so many times now, and that is honestly very appropriate. And this is another beautiful image from Chris Stockdale, Victoria, Australia. I really hope one day to organize a party somewhere and meet personally all these beautiful people I had the privilege to meet over the years thanks to the virtual telescope and making possible for us to see this beautiful eclipse. Working on another image. I received from Ron. Just scaling it a bit, here it is. Okay. And here it is to you, my friends. Just saving and sharing through our live feed. Oh, wonderful again. You can easily see these are really great images, friends. It is not me just telling this just because it is expected to say something is wonderful. They are. Simply they are. Everyone with some experience with this kind of imaging could easily judge these images as great, perfect. And so happy that we can bring this to you in real time now that we are, of course, approaching the end of the totality. How beautiful for me, as I said, to be here together. Actually, the totality already ended because it was pretty short, about 40 minutes, more or less, because as I told you, I want to show you this again to make clear why the totality was so short. Here it is. Here it is, my friends. As you can see, the moon moved completely inside the Earth shadow, but it remained on its border, the border of the Earth shadow. This is why it was quite fast for the moon to enter and leave, because it crossed the shortest chord inside the Earth shadow, my friends. Now going back, and let's try to show you another image. How beautiful they are. Okay. Adjusting and sharing another image. Here it is, a beautiful shot again. This is from Susie Webb. And I find amazing that we could enjoy this in real time thanks to the technology, because as I told you, everyone here is far from each other. The astrophotographers, while if they share the same continent, the same state, they are not together. I am in Rome, and from Europe, basically the eclipse was not visible at all. We had friends in the US, in New Zealand, in US, in Central America, Panama, working for us and sharing images the beautiful images we have been seeing, we are still seeing, and this made our experience amazing, I believe. Amazing. This is the only live feed bringing to you such the unique flavor of different images, different people, different astrophotographers working together. This is a citizen live feed, just offering such a unique opportunity. And now I'm just adjusting the credits here. This is amazing. Again, I am amazed, I'm shocked by the opportunity that the technology is offering us in these cases. And again, I am lucky. I have the privilege to be here and talk and comment these masterpieces. It is easy to comment when you have something so precious, something so perfect and beautiful to comment. Here it is, another impressive shot. And I find amazing that so many people wanted to join such a beautiful, wonderful event. Of course, we are still up and running. I plan to be live for about 20 minutes more. We are just enjoying more and more. Every time my email client tells me there is a new message, a new image, basically, I jump on my chair, enjoying the beauty of the image, the new image I just received. Wow, outstanding, my friends, really, really outstanding. And this is an image I really want to show you from Ronde Delvaux, Arizona, USA, with the moon just setting from his point of view, from his observing location. Look, I love to see these images as well. And here it is, my friends, how beautiful it is. Enjoy. I find really, sometimes you really don't need to comment, as the beauty is much more universal, much more present inside us than words. another image from Bribie Island, Queensland, Australia, from our friend John Stevenson. Here it is. It has been great. How fantastic it is to have this opportunity. A new masterpiece, a new image from our friends. Just putting it online. I must say that this 100 minutes on live feed, wow, flew away at the speed of light. And this is another beautiful image from Melbourne, Victoria, Australia, from Dean Hooper. While we are really enjoying the last 20 minutes of our live feed. But I told you, keep in mind, later today, in about 7 hours, we will have another live feed showing the supermoon rising in real time above the legendary skyline of Rome. You will see something superb. The moon just slowly climbing the sky above the legendary monument of the eternal city, Rome. This is something I strongly suggest you to join in, as I told you, a bit more than 7 hours, and you will find everything on our website. I was very happy to have the opportunity to share with you these amazing things. And really, I cannot express you my immense gratitude to our friends who worked so hard to bring those beautiful images to everyone around the planet. This live feed had really the unique feature to put together different people from different regions of the planet, so far away from each other, and really focusing on the value of a common love for the starry night and its breathtaking phenomena. Sorry. How nice, how happy I am to have so generous friends. I want to thank all of them again, by the way, because they really did a fantastic, unique job. Dean Hooper, John Stevenson, Christoph Dale, John Johnson, Sonali Deshmukh, Matthew Wastel, Ron Delvaux, James McHugh, Alex Runick, Geoffrey Wyatt, Mirko Arnish, Gerard Lazarus, Julie Strayer, Joachim Fabrica Polleri, Gary Warney, Fernando Rodriguez, and Susie Webb. They made this event possible. If you were happy to stay with us, if you had fun, if you were excited to look at these unique images, such a unique beauty, you very likely you are grateful to them as well. I just had, the privilege to talk, to comment, to share with you something so beautiful belonging to them, and it's a privilege for me to thank these very precious and very generous friends. Really a lot. Cannot tell you how happy, how lucky I feel, really, my friends. Still keeping an eye, now that part of our team have no more access to the moon, as it has set, and we will be waiting a bit more to see if more images will arrive from our friends in Australia, and we are still enjoying this truly beautiful image captured by Dean Hooper a few minutes ago. Almost 2 hours since we started, we opened this live feed. And again, I want to repeat, keep in mind that in 7 hours more or less, we will run another stunning event showing the Supermoon, the largest full moon of the year, rising above the legendary skyline of Rome, the Eternal City, my friends. And this is something you will want to see, I'm pretty sure. Just adding, showing a new image just arrived, fresh one. Just showing you that the totality has gone, and now the lunar limb is very bright again. Here it is. Dean Hooper again sharing with us this new image, and also John Stevenson has just sent us a new image as well. I'm very happy to share this with you again. Here it is, the new image from John Stevenson, and I'm very amazed by the beauty of the images our friends have been sharing with us. Here it is. Wow. In a few minutes, I will be closing this live feed after such a wonderful experience. And I was proud, as I told you many times now, to have the opportunity to comment these beautiful, unique images, my friends. Really amazed. Of course, now, our team did a wonderful job, but many of our team members are now not observing anymore because the moon has set. I'm referring to our friends on the Americas. Okay, the last images we are receiving are coming from the eastern Australia, where the eclipse has been visible for all the time. And also it is amazing really to put together this idea that different places, thanks to different people, are participating, are contributing to this joint effort. This is, I mean, the beauty of the virtual telescope, and this is making proud the undersigned to have created the virtual telescope in 2006. And I think that we are really going to say goodbye to this unique event we could track all together, my friends. It has been a privilege to be here. It has been really, I mean, a privilege to comment perfect images produced by the generous team member I am proud to call friends. And I hope that you had fun. I hope that you had, some good time together, enjoying something you could not see very likely otherwise. It has been thanks to the generosity of our friends that we could do this all together. We could share with you something so precious, so unique. And again, I want to thank all the team members who made possible this. Dean Hooper, Australia; John Stevenson, Australia; Chris Stockdale, Australia; John Johnson, USA; Sonali Desmukh, USA; Matthew Wostel, Australia; Ron Delvaux, USA; James McHugh, USA; Alex Runich, Australia; Geoffrey Wyatt, Australia; Mirko Arnish, New Zealand; Gerard Lazarus, Australia; Julie Stryer, Australia; Joaquin Fabrica Polleri, Panama; Gary Warning, USA; Fernando Rodriguez, USA; e Suzy Webb, Australia. It was thanks to them that all this has been possible. Me, Gianluca Masi, in Rome, Virtual Telescope Project Director, had the privilege to comment and bring to you those masterpieces. But as I said, if something was good during this live feed, the merits belong to the astrophotographers who made possible all this to happen. And the limits of this live feed are my only responsibility, even if I try to do my best to bring the feeling of the live experience as soon as I received those very beautiful images. Keep in mind, as I said earlier, that the show is not over at all, because later today, in 7 hours by now, we will show you something unique live again on the same www.virtualtelescope.eu website. Of course, always, as we do, always for free. It will be the Supermoon rising above the legendary skyline of Rome, and we will be showing the moon in the light of the dusk, of the twilight, evening twilight, with still beautiful colors around the supermoon slowly climbing the sky above the legendary monuments of Rome. Something very, very unique. Thank you again for joining such a very precious opportunity, and I hope you will stay safe. You will still keeping an eye on the sky, and if you want, you can just follow the Virtual Telescope Project, joining the Virtual Telescope Project fan page on Facebook, so you will learn about our activities as soon as they are scheduled, as soon as an asteroid is approaching us quite closely, or a bright comet is around, or something like this, an eclipse for example. We will try to share with you live, and I anticipate we will be working to bring to you also 2 weeks by now the upcoming solar eclipse, but we have to work on that. Not sure we will succeed. We will try. Anyway, thank you very much for your time, for your patience, And thank you very much for your interest in the beauty of our common sky, our universe, and in our natural world. Thank you very much. Take care and keep looking at the stars. Gianluca Masi, Virtual Telescope Project from Rome, Italy. Goodbye. See you soon.